We're doing a quick live here at the shop. We got one viewer watching. If you can hear me and see me, say hello. Um, I just thought I'd walk you guys around and show you what we're doing with the shop edition. We finally got started Friday. We took delivery on the shop extension and all the materials midday Friday, and we got started on Friday. And then we got an awful lot of work done yesterday. We were just had me and my regular spray booth guys doing their thing. But let me flip the camera around, and I'm going to walk you around a little bit. I'm going to try to keep an eye on the comments and stuff. So let me do what I can here to flip this camera around. I don't know how to do that. Oh, what does this do? This is not like the old YouTube where you just swipe the screen. Let's see what this one does. Oh, there we go. All right. Camera flipped around. This one says, "Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our YouTube rules." Okay, we got live chat rolling. If you can hear me and see the video okay, throw up a quick comment to say hello. And if I see the comment roll by off my cell phone, I'll answer you verbally. All right, but we're going to take you out and show you the new shop extension. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. It is Sunday morning. My current time is about 6:45, 6:30, 6:45. Actually, we'll look at the clock here. Oh, it's a little after 7. Okay, so it's 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You guys all recognize this side of the shop here. That's where I do all my machine work. And then this side of the shop, I got a couple surface grinders here, and then I build ovens over there on that bench. And I got band saws and cold saws, and the shop's a wreck right now because we're working on the extension. But let's walk out, and I'll show you the new shop extension. If someone's got a comment, throw it up there. Let's see. Let me do live chat here. Okay. Yeah, if you guys can hear me okay and see me okay, throw up a comment real quick, and I'll try to answer you. We got 13 people watching now, so jump to 15 people. Good morning, good morning. All right, let's walk out and look at the new shop. Tools for Machines. Hey, Gary, how you doing? All right, let's go look at the new shop extension. There's probably a lot of glare. Ken says, "Hi, Stan, loud and clear." Thanks, Ken. Okay, there's the inside of the shop extension. We did all this yesterday. There's a prefabricated floor channel, bolts down. This is existing over here. Here's the new one. So just a simple corner channel gets bolted in there. And then there's a floor channel that gets bolted down all the way around the perimeter. So those are 3/8 red heads on 24-inch centers. And then it's the same construction as the rest of the barn. Tom Eisen, good morning, Tom. Paul, how you doing? And we still don't have a roof on it, but we did hang the trusses yesterday. Those are the trusses. So there's 2 trusses that go across there, and then there's they call those gable ends. So we've got a door header gable end, and 2 side gables. And that door right there is going to be a 12-foot wide, 10-foot high roll-up door. So that's what we're putting there is a electric coil door. And I bet you guys can take a guess what's under that black tarp. I'll let you throw a comment up if you want me to unveil it. I'll pull the tarp off of it if you want to see what's under there. But there's the rest of the shop there. Again, no roof. That's what we're doing today. We're actually working today. Big old lathe. That's a good morning. Good morning. Thank you. Well, they match the existing. The way the panels are connected, they use they call this a hat channel, because when you look at the profile of it, it looks like a stovepipe hat. but there's a hat channel inside and out, and that's what connects the panels, and that all ties into the floor channel. And this matches the original. Sorry for the glare, guys, the sun's just coming up, but these hat channels here match the existing here. So that's all the same thing all the way down. So that whole wall is, you know, I'll step back. It's smooth and continuous. And we've been working the little loader kind of hard. It's those little ones are fun to drive. They're real maneuverable. But that little loader, you know, we hung all the trusses with it and hung the gable headers. That center gable right there, that's a heavy pig. I think it's a good 300 pounds, but we had to get that up in the air and get it attached to the trusses. And I don't know if you can see it. These trusses, they came in, see back here on the upper roof, and the first beam and the second beam, those have to match my two roofs there, my two roof elevations there. And between the upper roof and the lower roof, that was 12 inches. Well, and then the entire truss is 48. But when it came in 52, and I called the company. I said, hey, did you change something? The original was built back in the 90s. This was built back in 98. And he said, yeah, we do a 16-inch drop now. So they had this thing like 4 inches taller. So you can see my paint touch up probably there, and there, where we actually had to take these trusses, cut them, and take a section out of them and get that to match. So I actually had to modify those trusses yesterday. I got about 4 hours into both of those trusses, getting them fixed and ready to go in. So when they say prefabricated, it's just kind of a concept. It's not a real thing. So my plans are, after this roll-up door is in, this door here comes out and just leaves me a walkway, and that whole panel right there will fit into that bay right there. And then it'll give me a walk through out to my little kind of a patio. This awning that comes out here, I've already extended this here and put in a post. So this awning is getting continued all the way out, and then this wall panel here is the one that's going to be turned into a door right here, so I can get through from inside the shop out to this patio. And this is where I cut my material. My cold saw sits here, and then my infeed table, that's a roller conveyor, that's the infeed table for the cold saw. And it rolls out of the way. It can just sit there. And then down this wall, where all these pipes are, here, you know, down there, I'm gonna have pipe racks so I can put long sections of pipe down this patio. So that's gonna be my outdoor area for cutting long materials. Let's get back to that lathe inside. Who wants to see that lathe? I'll uncover it if you get enough people say, hey, I want to see it. I'll pull the tarp off of that. Who wants to see it? Come on, throw up a comment. Let's go look at my golf cart. I did just buy a golf cart. Of course, we all want to see it. I just got that from Coast Car. That's good for cruising around the ranch and job sites, and it's a good little mountain goat. All right, everybody wants to see the lathe. Nobody wants to see my golf cart. Let's go see the lathe. Show me yours, and I'll show you mine. Okay, Metalworks, we're gonna do it. Okay, here we go. Well, there she is. Another double E. No, it's not a double E. It's an AA. Here, I'll show you the tag on it. 14 double A. That's 14 over carriage, 16.5 over bed. November 1940. That's 1 year before Pearl Harbor. So I've just got this thing's, we've had a few rains, so I got bags of desiccant up here because the moisture collects right here in the top of this. These are all little do not eat bags. So I got desiccant up here. I got Cosmoline down sprayed on the ways. I put this board here so the water drains off, and it's been covered with a tarp, and I unwrap it after every rain to make sure it dries out real good, make sure nothing bad's happening. But yeah, this is almost where it sits. I'm going to turn it 90 degrees after we get the roof on. We essentially built this shop around the lathe, so I'm leaving that doorway big enough to get out the door. So that's her there, and it runs like a dream. And to lighten it up, all the tooling that was on it, it's still sitting in the same spot. There's all the tooling. A 300-pound tailstock. That thing's no joke. Some base plates, tooling there. There's more in that bucket. There's more in that bucket. So there's a lot. Yep, I got the tailstock for it, Tom. It's just I was trying to get some weight off of it so we could move it around. That thing is no fun to move. We actually, while the forklift was here, we actually used it to get it off the dollies and get it down on the ground, and I can move it around with a crowbar now, so, or get it up on Hillman rollers. But this should put a window behind it. Well, see, the shop's modular. This panel right here with this window in it, this whole section unbolts, so I can unbolt it out of here, and this panel will fit right where that one is if I want to. So I could have a window, I can move my window to there and put that solid panel there, or I could leave it open and make it a walkway. Like I say, these buildings are modular. They're pretty versatile, and you can change them as your needs change. So it's kind of nice. But I do have that's a double pane glass window there that actually I put in. I had to build a frame around it out of sheet metal to get it's got a nylon, I guess, or PVC frame. I don't know. It's a plastic type window, residential type, but it's double pane safety glass. So I got that one there. I've got another one over here that I could actually move out. I enjoy having my windows facing north. But that's another one there. I mean, that's where I used to keep my bottles chained up. Right there, that's where I keep my welding bottles chained to the wall. But I could put that panel in right over in that bay there, so I'd still have my northern facing windows. I mean, and there's my view. It's nice to just gaze out of the window and look up at the mountains. Brand name of the building is Oldrich Building Systems. Natural light. Yeah, natural light is good, but northern facing windows don't get a lot of light. But inside of here, you see where the trusses are here, and then where the ceiling run is right out there. Hey Matt, how you doing? In California, or where? Yeah, I'm in California, Lars. Anyways, I was going to show you the truss comes down, and then the ceiling runs over right there at that level. And I'm going to show you inside the shop. This is what I do inside of these, inside the shop. See here, that's behind there's the truss, and that just gets a skin over it. And then I put a drop ceiling in flat at that same elevation I showed you. And then I put recessed lighting in. Those are just Lithonia Trofer style lights that drop into the ceiling. So you don't even have to go up in the attic to do bulbs or ballast or anything like that. You do them all. got a little hinge and they just flip down. So the new part of the shop is going to get that same treatment when I'm done. And then up in the attic, I run all my electrical and my air lines and stuff like that to keep them out of the shop. But that's, and then up in the peak, you see I got lighting up there with skins. And along that upper, see, we reinforced the upper rail, and I got a conveyor track in there with a chain hoist. Solar panels, no. I do have some solar panels, but I'm probably going to put them on the on my back fence. I don't think I'm going to put them up on the shop. Anyways, I was just kind of getting started here this morning. I'm due for a live feed later today on Harold Waters' channel. If you don't subscribe to him, go check out the Amateur Redneck Workshop. I think the name of his channel is. But Harold's a good guy. He's over there in Texas freezing his butt off right now. But we're due for a live feed at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That's 3 o'clock his time. Anyways, out here we're going to do the same treatment. We're going to, after everything's all built, we're going to skin the trusses, the 4-foot truss there, and then we're going to put drop ceiling in there with a center beam. Hopefully should catch you there later. Yeah, Matt, yeah, go check us out. I mean, he has different guests every week. I heard Ray Cornelia is coming today, and I think maybe Tom Lipton's coming back. He was on there last week, and I don't know. We'll see who he invited. He invited a bunch of people, so we'll see who shows up. But I was going to pop in after, later today after my guys get here. My guys are going to be due here in a little while, and we're going to start doing some of this roof sheeting. Yeah, it's very modular. If you look up Oldrich Building Systems up in Arvin, California, that's up by Bakersfield, and I can get you hooked up with them. There's a guy you need to talk to, super guy. They were 2 weeks early on the delivery. I ordered this thing back, right after I got the Monarch. Like 2 days after I got the Monarch, I realized I got to get a roof over it. So I ordered the shop extension right after the Monarch came in, and they were 2 weeks early. They told me I wasn't gonna have anything till March, but here we are, and still in February, and I've got it, and it's already, on its way up. This is a day and a half's worth of work for us right here. It takes a little skill to put it in. You got to plumb every panel. All these holes need to be drilled. For the hat channels, you have to actually go through and drill all these holes in these skins. These are not aluminum. They're skinned outside with a textured sheet steel, Galvalume, and then they're coated, like a powder coat. And inside it's just raw. This is raw 18 gauge. It's either galvanized or Galvalume. The Galvalume is the aluminized coating, but they go together with carriage bolts. And then when you tighten that outer, it sucks them in and makes them flush and smooth inside. All right. So if you guys got any other questions, I got a new wall. There's my new wall on the that's on the west side of the property. So that's good. And I just got the Barzee trailer parked out back just to give us some wiggle room back here. Over there, there's all my roof sheeting over there. Maybe I can zoom in. Yes, the nuts are on the outside. I'll show you what they look like. That's how they end up. They use a nylock, and then after you tighten everything down, it just goes in flush. These are originally designed to be horse barns, so they want them smooth inside so the horses can't catch their, catch their bridle, whatever, on a bolt or screw. So they want the inside smooth. So these are originally horse barns, but they make a great shop. Tom, if you are interested, I can get you hooked up with the guy that I talked to over at Oldrich Building Systems. Throw me an email and I'll get you guys hooked up. It looks like a walk-in refrigerator is what it looks like. It looks, yeah, yes, it does look nice, and walk-in refrigerators look nice, but right now, before it's painted, uh, yeah. Well, Paul says the same thing. It reminds him of refrigeration. That's funny. MC Engineering, hello, good morning. What are you doing up so early on a Sunday? That's Mr. Craig Campbell down there in chat. If you don't know his channel, go subscribe to him and go check him out. He does some fun stuff. All right. Well, I'm going to get this covered back up. Like I said, we've been building a shop around it, so we've been dropping all kinds of dirt and stuff all over it. So, yeah, I keep it covered up until she's got a roof over her head. And I might still keep it covered up. I'm a little anal about that thing. Okay, guys. Well, like I say, the shop's a wreck. We just got construction tools in here. We've been doing some welding. Been just moving stuff around. My cold saw is inside right now. The cold saw is usually outside. I've just brought it in. The roll-in saw is just stuffed in the corner now. I can't even get to it. I couldn't get to that bandsaw if I tried. So cutting material isn't great right now. And you know, we've been just using a Portaband. There's all our cuts from putting up this. That's all the scrap from this whole thing. So that's not too bad. You know, there's all of my pieces where I had to shorten that truss. So that was interesting. And then where the floor channels ran here, they told me they were giving me a 12-foot extension. We actually had to shorten everything up. I didn't want it to go beyond the slab over there. And when we put this floor rail down and then stacked the other floor rail on top of it, it was hanging over the slab by 1.5 inches. So we actually had to shorten this. We took 3 inches out of it, so I'd have 1.5 inches of concrete reveal. So we took 3 inches out of this floor channel, and then this is a 4-foot panel, 4-foot panel, and this one got cut down 3 inches this way. So everything that runs, I guess, longitudinally got shortened, and the magic number was 3 inches. So there's a bunch of 3-inch cutoffs. There's the rip down of the 2 panels. If you guys want to see a cross section of the panels, I can show you. It's a laminated. There's the outer skin textured, and it's like an OSB. That's just, and it's all glued. It's got the adhesive, but it's an exterior grade OSB in the middle. So 22 gauge inner skin, 22 gauge outer skin, and this one is really glued on. That's got that gummy, sticky contact adhesive on it. So that's the construction of the walls. Anyways, that's a 3-inch rip cut on both of those to shorten the shop 3 inches to give me that concrete reveal right there. Okay, guys, we've been live for 23 minutes. My boys are showing up here pretty quick to get a roof on this place. So I'm probably going to have to sign off. We got 66 people watching now, which is great. Oh, the groans of age reach you. Yeah, I groan and I creak and pop, and you know, it takes me a little while to get going every morning. Oh, it's Evolvent Design. Great tip on the chuck. Yeah, by the way, that's Andrew Prestridge there, Evolvent Design. You guys go check him out on his channel. He's the one that's giving away the press rings, and I think he's getting really close to announcing a winner. And I watched his video last night. He's expanding the prize package, so go check them out and make sure you subscribe to him. Okay, guys, well, that's all the news that is news. My shop's kind of upside down, and we're kind of just in construction mode, so we're trying to slam this in and still get our work done during a regular work week. So we're going to get as much done as we can today. Make sure you join me over today at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That's 3 o'clock Central Time on Harold Waters' channel. and come see us over there. I'm gonna pop in there for a little while, and maybe we'll get some of this on film and see how far we got today getting a roof on this thing. All right. All right, you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to sign off, and we'll see you maybe this afternoon over at the Amateur Redneck Workshop. All right, thanks for watching.